welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me again and my studio audience and my guests tonight on Keepin' It Real, the 2015 June edition of the best live television show emitting from Atlanta, Georgia, once a month, the second Tuesday of every month at 7:15 Eastern Time. We have quite a show planned for you tonight, and it's my information that we have people watching all over the world, and I would like to say a special shout-out to Stephanie in Munich, Germany.
Whoa.
Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for watching. Your buddy's here, and he mentioned that you were going to have other people watching as well, so hope you're all having a great time out there. It must be about 3 o'clock in the morning your time, so obviously you have a sleep problem. Anyway.
She's staying up to see me on your show. That's what she's doing.
So if you can't sleep, this is the show to watch when you're in Europe, right? My first guest is Tom Sabella. Tom, welcome.
Good. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you
sir.
very much. Thank you for having me.
Tom has got quite an interesting story. He lives in Nashville, Tennessee, and he's got a real connection to the music business up there. And we're going to jump right into it, Tom. First of all, tell the audience what you are doing in Nashville, Tennessee.
I'm a music business consultant, and I help artists from getting taken in the music business.
From getting taken.
And it doesn't really happen in Nashville too often.
Oh, okay.
But you got to be careful. There are a lot of sharks out there, so that's my position to do that. I have a podcast that's a tool that we use to help them out, that they can get anywhere on iTunes or wherever they want to look.
Right. New artists, basically?
New artists, yes. Independent artists, and just get them to know the business. Because what I tell them, they're business people as well as musicians.
Right.
Because if you don't take care of your money, somebody else will.
Exactly.
And it happens a lot. So we try to help them to keep a little bit of that money.
Well, have some of the unknown folks become known performers over your space of being in Nashville?
They've done better. How's that sound?
Done better.
Yes,
good.
Done better. I've made a lot of connections.
None of them are homeless.
None of them are
good,
homeless.
Tom.
No,
That's
because they move in with me if they have
That's
to.
Good. Okay. Well, that's interesting. But how did you get to that point? Where did you start your career?
Well, I started actually as a singer back in Ohio with church, singing with family.
Okay.
And then I was always in the music business, coming out of Nashville, and my heart was here, but just never moved.
Right.
And I started teaching school, and I started a program called Entertainment Marketing and Performing Arts in Ohio. And I wrote the curriculum for the state of Ohio for the music business.
Really?
So I taught juniors and seniors in high school about the music business. Mm-hmm. And we had internships similar that they had in the colleges, and the kids would go out and do their thing at radio stations and work at recording studios and television studios. So that was what I did in Ohio for 22 years.
Wow.
Got a new superintendent who did not like me. That was the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
It happens, yeah.
Because he walked in one day and said, "We no longer need your services."
Yeah.
And I moved to Nashville, and the best thing that ever happened to me. This guy thought he was hurting me, and it was great. So getting fired is not the worst thing that could happen to you.
I know. My son owns a network, and he tried to fire me just before the show, but I wouldn't accept it.
But we tried to get rid of him with a magic trick, and he still came back. So poor. I mean, I just feel bad for him, but it's okay. So that's kind of where we're at, and Nashville's been good to me.
Great.
Where the music business, Nashville's growing.
Yes, it is.
It's booming. I go downtown, and I get lost from what's happening with all the construction.
I love Music City.
It's great.
They always have something new. I was there last year at this time during Fan Fest week, and it's going on this week again. They have the new Johnny Cash Museum downtown. I haven't gotten to see it because I had so many people down there that particular day, but I plan on going back real soon.
The newest one is George Jones's museum downtown on 2nd Avenue. And I happen to know the guy that runs the restaurant and the bar, and it's a great place. Everybody has to go there, especially from Germany. If they're watching us in Germany, come to Nashville and go to
now you have a reason to come back to the
George
States
Jones
out there,
Museum,
folks.
which is a great place.
You brought a couple of CDs or DVDs. I'd like you to tell our audience about them and what they contain.
One of the artists that I work with is David Perez. He's a rock singer. I met him at a showcase, actually a talent contest in Nashville, and he was very good but didn't win the contest. Mm-hmm. And I was walking out the door, and I said, I got to talk to him. And we've been able to help him, and he's done some great things. And it's David Perez. He's from Nashville, Tennessee.
And is that a rock album?
It's kind of a rock album.
It's called the
Jerusalem Project. It's David Perez.
Okay.
And then I have an artist that I produced this album for her. Her name is Pam Seaman.
Okay.
And I produced and helped her get this and put it all together. So I'm what you call the executive producer. I do all the back work, make sure this happens. So.
I see. Now, that's a gospel album,
This is a gospel album, yes.
Okay. How can folks get either one of those?
They can find it on page2management.com. Sign in there and we'll send it to you. That's my homepage, and everything that I do is all there. And I'm very proud that I'm #1 on the Google search engine. So if you want to look for me, I'm #1.
That's great. You'll be
only one thing that I am #1 in, that's a Google search engine.
Okay, well, it could be worse. I would like to know what your next project might be as far as any new up-and-coming talent that you might have that you're working with?
My up and new coming talent, nobody new that I'm working with right now, but I just taken my podcast from being a monthly show to a weekly show.
Okay. How long does that go for?
That goes about 20, 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
What we've learned is it's about all the people can sit and listen to me. No, it's all they want to hear. And I have a co-host, her name's Tracy Snow, and we talk about the music business and share experiences. I work with...
That must be this pretty brunette right
That's
here
a
on
pretty
this,
girl right there.
on this little flyer for your podcast.
She's a younger artist, so she talks about what's happening in the younger world.
Okay.
In R&B, that she's a great singer and dancer. And we share experiences on my end with being an older guy that's played, and we talked to the engineer about working with tape back in the days when we had tape instead of
Yeah,
the,
I remember.
digital. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I remember a radio that used to be as big as a piece of furniture.
Yes,
too.
yes, wow.
I go back a couple.
Now they
years.
carry them on your watch. So
We've come a long way, folks.
we have. So that's the podcast is on iTunes and anywhere you can find it, Stitcher Radio, and that's really the part that I want to get people to listen to so we can help them, because I can reach a lot of people around the world that way.
The podcast is approximately, well, what time is the podcast? Is it the same time every week?
Well,
or?
it's a podcast is anytime you want to download it. You can have
Okay.
it and put it onto your iPhone, your iWatch, whatever you have, and listen to it anytime through Stitcher Radio or iTunes. So anytime you want to listen to it.
I guess my question is, how often do you make a new podcast?
Once a week.
Once a week.
Once
okay.
a week. And that's if
Great.
everything goes well.
Great.
And the engineer sometimes is a little slow putting everything together.
Okay.
So but we try to get it up once a week. So something new. We have a writer. I work with Vinny Rebus, who owns a company called Indie Connect, and he's our writer on the show. And then Tracy and I just put the finishing pieces to it.
Excellent. Well, look, I've got a couple of other folks that I have to get to, but I really want to thank you for driving down here from
Thank
Nashville.
you very much.
Mike lied to you. We're not going to cover your gas, but thanks a lot for being here.
Well, I waited for that Learjet to pick me up at the airport too, and it never showed up. So.
But I will buy you a hamburger if you hang around.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks a lot. All right,
you.
buddy.
Thank you.
Take care. Folks, you're in for a real treat. That was treat number 1. We've got treats number 2 and 3 coming up here momentarily. As I am joined by something you've never, ever seen in your entire existence. That would be the Siamese Santas. Right here, right now. Here they are. The Siamese Santas.
Hi, everybody.
Move over that way a little bit.
How about
Okay, I got you right in the background here.
right.
Okay. Now, you know, we could get another stool, or do you guys want to stand, or just raise the camera a little bit? Because I want to introduce, this is Santa Bob, and this is Santa Jim. Now, Santa Bob has his own show on the American Hearts Radio and Television Network. And his mission in life is to keep Christmas going 12 months out of the year, 365 days a year. He does a lot of charity work with VA hospitals, kid groups, things of that nature. I'm going to let him explain that in just a moment. Santa Jim, over here, he does a lot of in-home kind of appearances and what else? Nursing homes, daycare centers.
Daycare centers.
Yeah. So
that kind of thing.
there you are. Oh, okay. I'm getting them wrong. This is Santa Bob over here,
I'm over
and that's Santa John. Okay.
That's right.
Jim. Okay. I was confused. You guys look so much alike, I couldn't tell the difference.
I understand.
You're confusing me. Okay. Let's start with this guy.
this is Santa Bob?
That's Santa Bob.
That's Santa Bob.
We have a couple paintings here that have donated to the network from Meg Scott. And
Original
I wanted to show
artwork.
these real quick. These are a couple of things we're giving out to, if you hold that for there,
Yes,
Dennis,
sir.
there. That's is a painting that she's done of the Statue of Liberty. We're going to take that over probably to the military organization of some sort. And this is a
Right.
little ladybug, as you can see, that she's painted. She does a very good job of painting. And she donates these paintings for us to take them out and then donate them to the, give them to the different organizations. The Shriners Hospital in Tampa was one. The Veterans Hospital up in Decatur, Georgia. We were just there yesterday talking with those folks. They had a great time. We're just trying to keep the spirit going, folks. And if you have anybody out there that would like to donate some things to us, contact us at American Hearts Radio.
You can get
Dr.
on the
Michael.
you can get on the website. All the information is there as far as contacting us. They're doing great charity work. And now, Santa Jim, tell us a little bit about your career and what you're all about and what's happening.
Well, basically, I got involved with this about 5 years ago. My daughter talked me into being it, and as a matter of fact, from time to time, she's my elf. And I do a lot of home engagements, nursing homes, churches, school systems, that kind of thing. But picking up on something you made earlier, a statement you made earlier, Christmas is for Santa a year-round thing.
Right.
Because you are constantly encountering people, adults, all the way down to children who want to have their picture taken with you. And
Right.
one thing in particular, I always make sure that I don't intrude anybody's space, but I look in particular to see if kids are looking at me, because if they do, I look at them and smile.
Yeah.
So that always, when they see Santa, it's a good experience.
Got to tell you a great true story. This happened several years ago when my grandson Justin was about 4 or 5 years old. We had taken him with us to eat out on a Friday night. I think it was, I forget the restaurant, but he had to use the restroom. So I took him to the restroom. We got there, the door opens, and a guy that looks just like you came out with the hat. It was in December, and he was speechless. He said, "That was Santa Claus." I said, "Yes, he's all over. He's everywhere." You know, you just never know when you're going to run into him, so you got to be good at all times. So folks, take that advice. Stay well and stay good. And we're going to be right back after this short commercial break with a couple of folks that are going to blow you away with some excellent music. Thanks. Stand by.
Are you looking for a great night out? Are you in the Atlanta, Georgia area? Are you looking to check out some live, awesome music during the week? They have keynote, poker tournaments, horseshoes, and special events. It's all at the Moon Shadow Tavern. That's at 3976 Lawrenceville Highway in Tucker, Georgia. That's the Moon Shadow Tavern. Give them a call, 770-674-2133. Check out their selection of great food, friendly service. Visit their website at msttucker.com. That's www.msttucker.com. Moon Shadow Tavern is a proud sponsor of the Chris Massey WEBTV music show on www.americanheartsradio.com. Make sure you told them that American Hearts Radio sent you. Visit their website, check out their great selection of food, appetizers, wings, burgers, sandwiches and wraps, steaks and chicken, salads and sides. Also their drink specials. Live music during the week. Check them out. Give them a call, 770-674-2133.
Hey, this is Johnny Van Zandt. You're watching American Hearts Radio Web TV.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for rejoining the program. We're going to have a little bit of musical interlude here shortly. My next guests are a duo. This is Jamie Renea, right, Jamie?
Yes, sir.
And Dave
Rains.
Okay. These folks I met several months ago at a golf community where they were performing, and I thought they were excellent. And because I didn't leave a tip in their tip jar, I felt guilty, so I thought I'd invite you here to the show tonight to make up for it. Is that all right?
Well, thank you. Thank you.
How long have you guys been together musically?
Musically, 5 years.
Yeah, roughly
Okay.
5 years. Yeah.
And do you do all original music, or what's your specialty?
Gosh, we specialize in a band where we do all cover songs.
Okay.
We have a song list of about 300 plus, and we let the audience pick out what they want to hear all night.
Cool.
But we also have, he has his own band, I have my own band. He does rock.
Blues rock.
Blues
yeah,
rock.
all original stuff.
Okay.
I do country, pop country.
Okay.
And so we both play in each other's bands and record and do all sorts of fun stuff together. And then he has a writing company where he writes personalized songs for weddings, funerals.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'll do the wedding
anniversaries.
and then the divorce.
That's great.
I get both ends of that.
As a magician, I
Or the
performed at both.
anniversary. Let's be optimistic. Yeah, optimistic.
Now, you also have another career as a real live princess.
I own a company where I do all the Disney princesses.
Wow.
But yeah, I go as all the different, the Ice Queen.
Could I make it as a prince? Be honest. No.
I think you got a tip for that.
Yeah, you have to tip for that.
I got a tip for that. Okay, to get the answer out of her. All right. All right. Well, look. Without further ado, I want you to do a tune or two. That sounds interesting. You talked earlier about doing an original song that you wrote, right?
Yes, we have an original that a dear friend of mine also from Nashville, Miss Jamie Floyd, she wrote Jump on the Bandwagon along with Molly, another dear friend of mine in Nashville. And then I also, if you'd like, I can always do a cover that I'm famous for from Pigeon Forge.
Absolutely. Yes, you worked at Pigeon Forge for a long time, as I
Yes,
recall,
I was-
right? At Dollywood?
I was not at Dollywood. I was on the main drag, one of the main theaters, the Black Bear Jamboree. And
Oh,
I
yeah,
was,
yeah, Black
I
Bear,
was the
yeah, it's a big
lead.
one, yeah.
I was the lead as Raggedy Ann there.
Yeah,
so
Raggedy Ann.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I could see that.
I wore a wig.
Well, look, folks, what's the name of the song you're going to do?
Jump on the bandwagon.
Jump on the bandwagon. I'm going to get out of their way and come back after the song.
About those
So you guys
players.
enjoy. And I'll come back up here when you're done, and we're going to do another tune that is one of your cover tunes.
Okay.
Have at it.
All right, you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be. Who am I? Just another one standing in line at the end of the day. Don't you know you have anyone's anything, everything coming your way? Do you just like how I feel? Or is there a chance for this thing to breathe? I'll jump on the bandwagon, sing me that song again, and I will believe that there's more than there is. And you'll have your way again, say what's been said. I won't live in the past, I'll just look straight ahead. So just tell me you need me, and I will believe in your lies. I'll just close my eyes, baby. Take it all for yourself and forget about how I might actually feel. Do you care that I'm standing here waiting on something that's not really anything? I'll jump on the bandwagon, sing me that song again, and I will believe that there's more than there is. And you'll have your way again, say what's been said. I won't live in the past, I'll just look straight ahead. So just tell me you need me, and I will believe in your lies. I'll just close my eyes. Do you just like how I feel? Or is there a chance for this thing to be? I'll jump on the bandwagon, sing me that song again, and I will believe, and I will believe that you'll have your way again. Say what's been said, I won't live in the past, I'll just look straight ahead. So just tell me you need me, and I will believe in your lies. I'll just close my eyes, baby.
Thank you.
Wow. I loved it. I'll tell you what,
Scoop my thing.
I'm an old guy, and you almost got me dancing out there. That was excellent. And that's an original, huh?
That's
Yes,
that's
sir.
going on her new CD.
Wow.
Yeah, I
that
haven't
we're
named
working
it
on.
yet.
Please tell the people how they can get the CD that's going to be on.
Well, it will be on iTunes, CD Baby, all that fun stuff, Amazon. I do have a teaser on iTunes right now. It is a single of mine. It is called Love's a Carousel, written by the same writer, Jamie Floyd. She's a dear, dear friend of mine.
Okay.
So that is also on iTunes right now as a little teaser for you, and the rest of the album will be coming out around the fall.
Oh, great.
That's stuff that her and I have co-written
Right.
a few
Yes.
songs for this.
Right.
You get
so-
2 co-written songs.
and
that
we're,
song.
we're adding more to it.
Excellent.
So, and then if you don't mind me mentioning, I have
No, absolutely.
I have
He
3
has-
CDs on iTunes right now.
Okay.
I've got one with the David Rains band, which is like
That's
blues.
you.
That's me, David Rains. Yeah.
Rock
and,
blues, very, very fun.
blues rock. Some of it's a little toned down, but that's on iTunes right now. The album's called Fly.
Okay.
Then I have another CD that's just under my name that's kind of a compilation. It's called Other Cuts, which has a little bit of country, a little bit of blues on it. It's just other stuff I didn't put on the CD. And then I have a third CD that I co-wrote with a girl named Krista Kane that we recorded up at Curb Records with Kenny Chesney's bass player as a musical director.
Okay.
And that's under Kane and Reigns, called Feels Like Home. That's got 5 tracks on there.
Great. Well, you can't miss not finding him, because if you think of rain, it's Rains,
Yeah,
right?
but it's no I.
No I. Okay.
R-A-N-E-S.
Got it.
So,
Now, tell me what a cover tune is.
Cover tunes, something that's not mine.
Oh, okay.
It ain't mine.
So we're stealing music tonight? Is
Well,
that
I
what's
gotta
happening?
give Patsy
Here
credit.
it is, live.
I'm
on TV.
known when I was in Pigeon Forge, I sang Crazy was one of the main songs.
Oh, I
sang,
love
so.
Crazy.
Can
you do Crazy?
I will do it a cappella. He's like, you can do it all by yourself. But yes, I will do it a cappella if that's what you would like.
Oh, I would love Crazy.
Okay.
Patsy Cline, the last time I was in Nashville, and you worked at this place, Country Music Hall of Fame,
Yes,
right?
I was the tour guide for the RCA Studio
Right.
B.
Well, they had a big display about Patsy Cline when I
yes.
was there several years ago. I loved her music, and universally accepted everywhere. So let's hear an a cappella version of Crazy.
Okay, here we go. No pressure, no pressure,
No pressure.
no pressure. Where are you guys going?
We're leaving.
Bye.
No
Okay,
pressure.
bye.
You got it.
I'm all by myself. Okay. Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy. Crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you loved me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'll leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? Oh, crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. Now I'm crazy for crying and crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you what, you could hear a pin drop in here during that rendition of Crazy by Patsy Cline. I've come to a command decision. These folks have real talent. And
Yes.
if you made it here, you can make it everywhere.
Sounds good.
Right?
Yes.
Gosh, I'd love to have you guys come back sometime.
Yeah,
Would you
absolutely.
We'd love
consider
to.
it?
Thank you very much,
Yes,
sir.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's been a
play
fun
some
night.
of your stuff next time.
Yeah, and we got a lot more to talk about.
Yes.
And folks, tell the folks one more time how they can get your tunes
Yes.
so they don't forget.
They have to spell my name right. It's Jaymi. But if you spell it Jaymi, you'll find me on iTunes, and it's Loves the Carousel.
Your last name?
Renee. Jamie Renee.
Jamie Renee.
Jaymi.
Got it.
And I'm David Rains, R-A-N-E-S. You can find David Rains or David Rains Band or Kane and Reigns, which is K-A-I-N-E with the ampersand Reigns. And any of those you'll find any of the 3 CDs on Amazon, iTunes, CD Baby, and I think there's about 4 other sites out there.
Great.
So
Thank you for being my guest. I really
thank
enjoyed
you.
your
Thank
Thanks
presence.
for having us. Thank
You are
so much.
wonderful.
And I want to thank Santa
Give 'em a nice
Jim
round of
for
applause, everybody.
bringing me the best Christmas gift as in a music partner I could ever ask for.
Oh, you guys are great together, no doubt.
Thank you.
I've got to bring a special guest on. So,
Sounds good.
We spare no money here on budget, so I'm going to need your stool.
You got it. I'm out. Peace.
Come on up here, Mr. CEO and President of the network. My son, Mike Aloia.
Hey.
Did I ever
Wow.
tell you? Did I ever tell you you were adopted?
Well, yeah, you told me.
Okay.
but
Well, I thought I was
I
breaking
don't
something
listen
new
to
you.
much you say. But anyway,
I'm going to give you 3 minutes, and I got a short closing for the show.
well, Dad, it's like this.
Yeah.
I am so happy to be here with you. You know, in July next
While
month.
I'm breathing.
3 years.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
3 years we've been
Yeah.
doing this. And
Yeah.
we started this with your show, Keeping It Real. And
We
I want to
did.
thank Al Burrows.
Yes.
Al Burrows, our
Been here
production
since day one.
engineer. I want to thank Bruce Shepard and Sarah Shepard.
They're
and,
watching out there
and all
live.
the wonderful people, man, that are behind the
Great
scenes
job.
and all of the shows that are coming to the network. And I want to thank Donnie and Johnny Van Zandt for endorsing our network and all the great talent that has been,
Yeah.
you know, since we started. It's been an unbelievable
We've uncovered
journey.
a lot of great people and
Wow.
some talented people, as shown this evening.
I want to say thank you to Tom Sabella for coming in from Nashville.
Yeah.
Great guy. We met him with my buddy Pete DiLorenzo. I do a Direction of the Heart series every week. You know, we try to. It's a message of global peace. And you know, Tom came on board, and I said, wow, you know, we got to have him on your show. And I think you and him had great chemistry.
We did.
I want to say thank you so much to Jamie, Renee, and Dave. I mean, gosh, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting such awesome, you know. I mean, they're just wonderful people, and I thank God for you, Dad, and that we started this together and our journey. And you know what? Batman's here, and
The real.
Batman.
Batman?
Yep. For our third birthday, every Saturday we're doing the Batman Vintage Cartoon Marathon from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. right before the Redneck Muslim
On American Hearts Radio.
on American
and
Arts
TV.
Radio WEBTV.
Well, I'd like to meet Batman.
Well, I know the Redneck Muslim loves you.
Well, good. Tell him I said hello.
Anyway, let's bring our partner Batman of
Come on up
Jack's.
here, Batman. Join the
All
party.
right.
Oh, thank you for
All
having
right.
me on your show.
You're
Sit down,
welcome.
Batman.
I'm down here in Atlanta, right, doing some good for our network, and that's American Hearts Radio, where we bring hearts together. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
That's right. And I'm glad that everybody's watching this show throughout the world, right, because we're doing good, and we're doing a lot of good, right? We're have entertainers that are here for you, and if you need something done for your organization or something like that, please contact us, right, at harmonybooking.com, and we can have our people help your people.
Well, wasn't there something that you wanted to ask, Dad?
Yes, there is something I wanted to ask you. I know you're having an upcoming date, right? And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
putting on a show with
I
the
am.
magic and stuff, right?
With
And
Brian T. Shirley.
Yeah. Can I
Right.
tell the audience?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We're going to do a magic and comedy extravaganza, folks, from 9 to midnight at the Moonshadow Tavern in Tucker, Georgia, on Saturday, August the 22nd. We'd
Hey.
love to see you all there.
And
It'll
you
be a
can
great
purchase
time.
tickets online
Yes,
on
you can.
AmericanHeartsRadio.com.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Yeah,
that's
save
true.
you a few bucks.
Yeah.
The Moon Tucker Tavern.
Moonshadow.
Moonshadow.
means
Come on,
Yeah,
Batman,
man.
get with the program.
The Moon
He was there having a beer
Tavern
before the show, so he
that's
can't
in
pronounce it
Tucker,
right yet.
George, yes, is a sponsor of us, and you can be a sponsor with us too on our network.
How do we do that? How do we
Well-
get folks out there to become sponsors?
Well, you
Contact us on our website. Tell him,
contact
Batman.
this man
Well,
right
yeah, I'll
here,
help you
and
too.
he's going to give you his phone number personally
All right.
right now.
904-229-8150.
Wait, that's a suicide hotline. What's your real phone number?
904-229-8150. Give us a call. We'll produce commercials for all businesses, services, people that have benefits, artists that want press kits put together.
Or perhaps
We
you
can do
would like your own show.
If you
Maybe
like
you
your
have
own
a
web
message
television
that
show.
you want to give out
You're hearing the-
that's family friendly.
Yes,
We can help you do
that's
that too.
right. Here in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Dad,
Well, it's been a pleasure.
Batman,
And
Thank you.
Thank you to
And
all those
thank
folks.
you.
To all those folks out there in Munich, Germany, the sun will be coming up very shortly, so go to bed, please. And I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. See you next month.
thank you for tuning in.
Keep it
Thank
real.
you.
Rock and roll.